Hey guys, what's up gang? Good evening. As promised, we'll be doing a room tour. Yes, room tour. Looking all good. This is a corner room, so it's quite spacious. You have some window action over here, overlooking like really busy view. I was showing some B-rolls of that earlier. And then we have the other window over here. Really big bed. No Grizz, TV, and another view over here, which I think is like a train depot or something over there. Here's the view from the other side. You also have that like strange open bathroom shower kind of thing, and then just my stuff. Sorry, daming kalat, and then TV. Then yeah, pretty good room, awesome. Corner unit. Let's check the bathroom next. For the bathroom, it's okay, just a little bit strange because there's no door, so you just gotta like stand over the corner when using. Then you have a toilet, towels, then yeah, loops back over here. A little bit small, the bathroom, but it works, it's all good. Here, usual amenities, open closet, and then ref, and then a safe with free water and usual stuff. So let's just do a quick drinks reveal. So normally I really don't drink a lot of non-water stuff. I am a huge fan of Pocari Sweat, but every time I'm abroad I try to make it a point just to try different drinks. Some of the ones I found interesting and I like. The leftmost one is like a black tea with like less sugar. The second one is like somewhat of a milder Pocari Sweat. Third one I haven't tried yet. And then of course, favorite natin, Milo, Nestle, yay, memories. Okay guys, so snacks reveal. Just a bunch of stuff I got from the mall. The mall earlier was Grand Indonesia, so quite big. It's like a two area mall with like 5 or so floors. Got some char kway teow from the food court, and then egg tart and buns. Hopefully it tastes better than it looks because it got kind of smushed in transport. And then this like cheesecake looking thing from Family Mart. Okay guys, so verdict. I took a few bites. This one is pretty good, char kway teow. Similar to something you'd get in like Singapore or Malaysia. Happy they have that here. I'll try the desserts later, but for the buns, para siyang Tim Hoan pork bun, and then the other one is like a puff pastry also with like some asado kind of filling. When people ask me if something's good, yung metric was very simple. Would I order it again? And yeah, would definitely try these again. Good stuff. Okay guys, so I tried this Haku blueberry cheesecake dessert thing. That's how it looks like. Had a few bites. Nah, pass, not that good. Packaging looks really cool. I don't know, looks like something you'd get in like Korea or Japan, but taste-wise, nah, forget it. Can totally skip it. For the egg tart, I tried it. Good naman, would order again. Something safe. You probably can get something similar or better in Engbitin ba yun? Or Chinatown, wherever you'd get your egg tarts or like a Lord's Toast. Nothing too special, but it's cool, good. I like the pastries. The place is called, I forgot, it was in the B-roll, but something from Boca Group. Okay guys, so maybe some other travel thoughts and tips. This is my first time here, so I'm pretty sure maybe some other people may know more, and feel free to share some best practices and ideas over down at the comment section. So I was supposed to get an eSIM for data, but the thing is, since my phone is kind of old and from a smart retention plan, it's still locked to smart and I wasn't able to unlock it before traveling. So for sure I would have been able to save had I gotten that eSIM. I hear that those are affordable, convenient, and you don't even have to put it inside the phone because it's an electronic SIM. What I ended up doing to get internet, a bit more on the pricey side, but I had no alternative or I had no idea at that time. I rented in the airport a Big Sky travel Wi-Fi in NAIA Terminal 2. Medj mahal siya. I think it's like 500 something per day. That's why I really recommend the eSIM option. I just had no idea or other alternative at that point. And I was worried about the access to the internet, especially when you're traveling solo for work and you're trying to be able to book grabs and figure things out. So yeah, would recommend. I'm sure there's a cheaper way to get this if ever, so you can also connect like your laptop and stuff, but I'm pretty sure an eSIM with data would be best. This is only, at least, has a good battery life, but the guy in the kiosk, he was saying that had I messaged them on Facebook, they for sure would have given it on a cheaper way, so the daily rate would have been cheaper. I was checking out Klook actually, because when I've traveled in the past, I would get a pocket Wi-Fi on Klook, and I recall it being cheaper and not like 500 peso range. But I don't know, for some reason when I was looking for Indonesia, Jakarta pocket Wi-Fi on Klook, I couldn't find it. Maybe a skill issue on my end, I have no idea. But yeah, eSIM I would suggest is the way to go. Just having some of the char kway teow. So what else? For access to banking, fortunately Grab app is connected to my Union Bank debit card and that works fine. You don't have to change any setting on the app. It just automatically quotes things in Indonesian rupiah, then converts it to peso when you're able to transact. When you get your email notification or your in-app notification when you transact. Haven't tried using yet my Union Bank debit card for paying in-store. I just prefer carrying some cash, exchange dollars, because I'm just worried about the fees that they might be able to charge. But so far so good. Just a bit of pocket money from dollars and then using the Union Bank debit card primarily for transportation, for Grab food or for Grab car. But I do hear from the locals that Gojek, which is pretty much the Indonesian counterpart of Grab, they say that it is also good and even cheaper, but I just haven't been able to make an account or check it out because I've been primarily using Grab here in the Philippines. I do notice that for both Grab and Gojek, people are able to do the angkas, move it, ride-sharing, motorcycle kind of thing, which is something I do in the Philippines quite a lot. Angkas or move it, cheaper, faster, better. I'm just a little bit more skeptical, just a bit worried, being in a foreign place and not being able to speak the language as the driver. I would just, choose to pay a bit more of a premium and just take a Grab car. It is a leisure work trip after all, so yeah. Another thing I thought about is the visa. So I'm not so sure for Filipinos, because even if I'm a Filipino citizen, I'm a US passport holder. Fortunately, yay, cool, strong passport. But I did need a visa, so I just had to apply on the website and then put all my details and then pay for it and process it. It was less than 2,000 pesos and pretty much auto approval. I think it's just like a money-making bureaucratic kind of process thing. So I was able to get my visa less than 10 minutes after you pay and apply for it. For Filipinos or those with ASEAN passports, there may be something else that's different. Maybe you guys can check it out. Not super sure, but I was really impressed with the Indonesian and Jakarta immigration, because at least for me, I just had to go to a counter and then walang tao, like so parang Singapore or first world country. Boom, slide the passport there and then it opened right away. They didn't even stamp the passport, so that was kind of suspicious. Like, I've never done that before, like coming to a country and then they don't even stamp it or ask you anything, but who's complaining? Hopefully Philippines, we can be able to keep it up. And I hear that the Philippine situation with the airport, at least for some of the gates, are getting a bit better. You know, all those crazy, well, in the Philippines or wherever in the world, those crazy, scary immigration stories. I'm just happy that nothing, and hopefully nothing does happen, because I had this weird instance a couple of years back. I was with Enrico, my friend from Debate, UANP, and Southridge, and we were coming home from Malaysia, and during immigration, I got stopped. Like, I got flagged, and then the dude like stood up, he went to the head immigration desk, and then he brought me to the security office. I was totally freaking out. I was like, shit, what the F is happening? I have no idea. I didn't do anything. I was just playing it chill, being a chill guy. They brought me there, and I had to stay there for, it felt so long, but it was probably just like 3-5 minutes, and then they were just checking something on the back end. Apparently, I don't know, my passport details or facial appearance or something got like a hit with whoever agency, and they just had to like cross-check to like make sure that I'm a different person or I wasn't that other person who was on some sort of list. But yeah, hopefully this stigma with immigration and scary stuff just don't happen. I know it's a reality that it does happen, but hopefully happens less, and hopefully it doesn't happen to any of you guys. If any of you guys do have like a scary horror story, frustrating experience with immigration, I'm sure marami yan, especially from our country, and yeah, feel free to share it and we can talk about it. Sup gang, I think a last one is also, it sounds common sense, but allotting time for traffic. Because, I don't know, for me, when I'm not in the Philippines, I just feel like, oh yeah, for sure, I'm somewhere else in Asia, I'll be able to get there much faster. But no, the traffic is kind of the same or just as bad, maybe a bit better, but it'll generally take you 40 minutes to 1 hour and a half to get anywhere meaningful, like covering a meaningful distance. That's from my experience over the past 3 days. So if you're expecting it to be like Malaysia or Singapore where there's like less traffic, all good, nope. Make sure that you allot time for travel. And I also mentioned this in the other video, make sure you tell your Grab driver to take the toll road. So their system's a little bit different, right? When you book the Grab, it shows you a base fare, but in many instances, the driver will have to add parking and toll on top of that fee. And they're transparent naman about it. They say it. So if ever you book, I'm not sure if it's the same in Gojek, but you will be able to be aware of that. Don't be surprised na, parang may extra charge, is that a scam? Where I think the scam does happen, because I was researching, because on my first night, I ordered food from Grab, and like, it was sketchy because the Grab guy messaged me outside the app after my order had been done, and he was like, can you pay for parking? And I normally wouldn't mind, but it just got sketch vibes because he's doing it outside the platform, and I know that they just charge you within the platform. So yeah, probably something sketch or not following the protocol. But yeah, don't be surprised if you are being asked to pay for toll or parking. Not sure again if it's an Indonesian Jakarta thing, but kind of weird. Sometimes when they drop you off in the mall or they enter certain areas, you have to pay a small fee for parking right away, even if they're just gonna be the ones dropping you off. So yeah, be wary about that, be aware of that, and yeah, best of luck. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll make some more stuff and enjoy, and take care. Thank you guys. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, share, all that stuff. Take care. Bye-bye. Happy weekend.